Yep, everything that can possibly go upstairs is going upstairs. Wednesday morning, everyone. So yes, we still have a hurricane coming towards us and we're still doing what we can to prepare for it, but things generally keep functioning until the hurricane is here. Like today, Judd and I are going to the DMV to sort out some things for the title on my car, and we're going to a new doctor for me. I've been waiting a while to see this doctor. I'm going to him for my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and my EDS causes a lot of joint instability, which leads to pain and occasional dislocations and just issues like that. And my specialist team now knows about EDS, as in, like, my GI knows that EDS causes a delayed healing, and we had to work that into my feeding tube surgery recovery. My POTS doctor knows how EDS works with POTS and things like that, but I don't really have a doctor that is targeting the instability itself. I do physical therapy to strengthen the muscles around the joints to help with instability, but that's about it. Now, y'all may know that recently I've seen a wonderful pain management doctor who's very knowledgeable in EDS, but he's focusing on the pain part of it, and I need to see this doctor who can hopefully help me with the instability aspect. It was recommended to me a while ago that I get special shoes to help with my ankle instability and my foot problems from EDS, but there are so many shoes out there, I was never really given any guidance. So that's like one thing I'd love this doctor to help me with. I have a lot of instability in my hips, in my ribs, and my neck, and sometimes braces can help with EDS to stabilize the joint more, but with EDS, braces can do more harm than good, so I've never gone to get braces myself. The only braces I've used are wrist braces recommended by my PT to help with my wrist instability. So this is why I'm going to see this doctor. I obviously need to see if we have a good rapport with a doctor-patient level, but I'm interested to see how it goes. He was recommended to me by another EDS warrior, and when I get recommendations like that, I feel more confident going in. Well, we adulted, just finished at the DMV. Judd's exhausted today. He had to switch his sleep schedule today.
Yeah.
So
He is what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, now we are off to get some sandbags to hopefully line our sliding glass door, prevent any possible flooding. I thought that when you get sandbags, they give you sand in a bag, but they just give you the bag, not the sand. And I was like, what, are we supposed to go to the beach? I don't think you're supposed to take sand from the beach. So we're just gonna go see what's up. Well, they were out of sandbags. So tomorrow morning when they first start distributing them, we will be there to try and get some, because like I said, we're right on the water. So we're gonna try and line the sliding glass door with them to prevent any flooding that might occur. But latest updates, it looks like the hurricane is going to be going up the east coast of Florida. So,
still bad, but
yeah, it's still bad, but since we're on the west coast, we may not get hit as hard here. Still planning for us to go to Paul and Janice though. Made a quick stop at home watching the news, getting as many updates as possible, because with each new update on Hurricane Irma we get new information, so it's important to keep ourselves updated. Anyways, I am not doing so great today. I'm just extremely nauseous and a lot of body pains. Sometimes the weather can affect chronic illness, and the weather definitely affects my chronic pain. So my body's not incredibly happy today, but that's all right. I am making it through, and we're getting ready to head to my doctor appointment. On the way to the doctor, let's check on the hippo. She's asleep and looking cute. I am surprised with the lack of traffic. You know, people
don't jinx us. Don't do it. Just don't.
But, you know, people are still working until at least tomorrow. You know, like I said, things still function normal-ish until the hurricane's here, so got a few more days. Well, we finished the appointment and it went pretty well. Plus it's sunny outside now. Yay!
He was a very knowledgeable doctor.
Yeah, I liked his, you know, kind of like a spunk personality. Anyways,
Spunky.
I am not feeling well. I actually vomited in their bathroom, like in the waiting room. I just felt so sick. I vented my stomach and I've used Zofran, and sometimes you just still feel not good even when you try and do everything you're supposed to. But anyways, good doctor, good appointment. When I hopefully start feeling better, I will update y'all, but I just need to do this right now.
I'm tired. She's tired.
We're gonna go home now.
I need a monster.
All right, y'all, we are home. I am rested, feeling a bit better, and the appointment went really well. There was one pretty disappointing setback, and that was when I stepped on the scale. I saw how much weight I had lost, and I was honestly shocked. So since I last saw my GI a week and a half ago, I have lost about 10 pounds, which is really disappointing to me. I work really hard to keep weight on, and I could feel that my body was losing the weight because I've been more lethargic and weak lately, and I'm eating as much as I can, but it's just not feasible because of my gastroparesis, why I have the feeding tube in the first place. I'm running my formula as fast as I can, but it's still not enough. And the main reason is because I'm not tolerating this current formula very well at all. And my body is just more and more not doing well with it. It's causing a lot of GI issues, and we are in the process of switching my formula to something better. And if y'all recall, we're going to Kate Farms. It's organic and gluten-free and dairy-free. It has a higher content of calories per milliliter than my current formula, and we expect me to do really well with it. We're just currently working with the durable medical equipment company to get it to me and get insurance approval, and it's a process, and I'm sure the hurricane is going to delay things a bit, but we're working on it. I was concerned at first that venting and draining would cause me to lose weight, but that's not the case at all, because what I'm mostly venting and draining out is not undigested food. That's not how it works. Plus, I can't eat very much to begin with. I get most of my nutrition from my formula, which bypasses my stomach and goes to the small intestine. What I vent out of my stomach is excess bile that my body doesn't need in the first place. It doesn't really contribute to my weight, and getting rid of that excess bile is a good thing because it means I'm vomiting less and it helps me manage my symptoms. So the weight loss is not from the venting and draining. The venting and draining has been helping. It's really just this formula intolerance that we need to solve. And you know, the feeding tube has been a wonderful tool, but it's not perfect. There are still things we need to sort out, and we're doing our best. Anyways, in regards to the appointment itself, it went great. This doctor was very knowledgeable. He knew a little bit about some of my other conditions that weren't in relation to the appointment at all, and he knew a lot about EDS. He said, wow, you're very hypermobile. Yes, especially in my hips. He was surprised how hypermobile my hips were, and my neck. So for my neck, he actually recommended a neck brace, a Philadelphia neck brace that I can get through insurance. He said when my neck is hurting a lot, that should help with the stability and alleviate the pain. I can't use it all the time. It's just when the pain gets really bad to help give me some relief, like maybe using it in the car will help, but we have to wait and see if it helps me after I get it. As for my other joints, bracing isn't gonna really work as of right now, so we're not gonna use braces on my other joints. He also gave me some exercises to do at home to further stabilize some of my joints. Again, the PT is not gonna help a whole lot for me, but it's gonna do something, so something's better than nothing. He also wants x-rays of my neck and my hips, and after all of that, we will reconvene in about a month. He was a really great doctor, and we connected well. You know, with my chronic illnesses, I feel like we try to corral my symptoms and keep them under control, and each specialist I have is able to do that, but only in a certain area of my health. Like my GI doctor does a good job at controlling my gastrointestinal disorders, but he's not going to be able to do that with my neurological issues, so that's why I have a neurologist. And this rheumatologist is doing a good job with my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. He has a good amount of knowledge to bring into my care. So I think he's going to be a good addition to my medical team.
So because we live in a flood zone and we're on the water and a hurricane is coming, that's like 400 miles wide, we're definitely going to get hit by some rain, some wind, some of everything. So
it might flood. So we're moving as much stuff as possible upstairs. So I'm loading up DVDs in here. That's going upstairs.
you know,
John says the couch can go upstairs.
it comes in 3 different pieces. So the 2 end pieces come off and the center piece is its own piece, and it goes upstairs. I mean, we may not be able to walk upstairs, but we will get it upstairs.
We're all going to Orlando. Like, my mom doesn't work Friday. She's going to Orlando. We're going to Orlando tomorrow. So Harlow's obviously coming.
Here's the projected path.
Let's see.
Oh, they don't have it going all the way to the next day.
Well, we keep getting new updates too. That's why it's important to stay updated, because we keep getting new information with each update. There we go.
There's the rest of it. Focus! There we go.
Let's see what happens.
We will see. We will see.
I've unhooked Judd's PlayStations. Harlow thinks this is all a game. And our new rug that I love so much is going upstairs. Harlow, what is this?
Roll it up, Hippo. Get your toy. Get your toy. Get it. Not that. Yes, that. No? Okay, close. This. Hey. Remember when we had this much space? You were a puppy.
When we first moved in.
Leave that.
Brings back memories.
Just be Norm.
She can't do that. Harlow, you are ridiculous. Is her head inside it?
You nerd. Hey.
She's having way too much fun. Yep. Everything that can possibly go upstairs is going upstairs. Aww. Well, Judd, you've done amazing. Thank you, babe. Brought so much stuff up. And our room is a mess, but...
And there's still so much more to do.
Yes, there is. But it's better safe than sorry. We gotta bring the TV upstairs, the coffee table, the couch. You're still getting sandbags tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's just prepping. Just want to be better safe than sorry, like I said.
Yep.
Anyways, we're exhausted, so we're gonna finish up here and go to sleep. So with that, we will say...
Adios, amigos.
That's not what we say. Good night, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.